Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group P5. My name is Panca Prasad.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Kiki Dwi Arfiani. My number is 22.
I'm Yoandra.
I'm Marcella Dianti.
Hello, my name is Febiska Nabila.
And we want to present about communication statistics. The first one, definition of marketing research. Marketing research is a function that links the customer, consumer, and the public to the marketeer through information that used to identify and define marketing opportunities and problems. Marketing research attempts to provide accurate information that reflects a true state of affairs. It is objective and should be conducted impartially. Although research is always influenced by the research philosophy, it should be free from the personal or political bias of the researchers or the management. The next one is a classification of marketing research. The definition states that organizations engage in marketing research for two reasons. The first one, to identify, and the second one, to solve marketing problem. This distinction serves as a basis for classifying marketing research into problem identification research and problem-solving research. Next one is the marketing research process. We conceptualize the marketing research process as consisting of 6 steps. The first steps, problem definition. The problem definition. In defining the problem, the researchers should take into account the purpose of the study, the relevant background information, the information needed, and how it will be used in decision making. In step 2, development of an approach to the problem. It includes formulating an objective or theoretical framework, analytical model, research question and hypothesis, and identifying the information needed. Step 3, research design formulation. A research design is a framework or blueprint for conducting the marketing research project. Step 4, fieldwork or data collection. Data collection involves a field force or staff that operates either in the field, as in the case of personal interviewing, or computer-assisted personnel from an office by telephone, through mail figure, or by electronically. Step 5, data preparation and analysis. Data preparation includes the editing, coding, transcription, verification of data. And the last steps, report preparation and presentation. The role of marketing research in marketing. Decision making. The nature and role of marketing research can be better understood in light of the basic marketing paradigm despite it. The emphasis in marketing is on the identification and satisfaction of customers' needs. Marketing research and competitive intelligence, or CI, may be defined as the process of enhanced marketplace competitiveness through a greater understanding of a firm's competitors and the competitive environment. This process is unequivocally ethical. It involves the legal collection and analysis of information regarding the capabilities, vulnerabilities, and intention of business competitors, conducting by using information database and other open source and through ethical market research inquiry. The next is the decision to conduct marketing research. Marketing research can be beneficial in a variety of situations, but the decision to conduct research is not automatic. Rather, this decision should be guided by a number of considerations, including the costs versus the benefits, the resources available to conduct the research, the resources available to implement the research finding, and management's attitude toward research. Next is the marketing research industry. The marketing research industry consists of suppliers who provide marketing research service. Marketing research suppliers and service provide most of the information needed for making marketing decisions. Most of the big suppliers have several subsidiaries and divisions that encompass various areas of marketing research. Nevertheless, it is useful to classify marketing and research suppliers and service. So it connects from the marketing research and industry. The next one is selecting a research supplier. A firm that cannot conduct an entire marketing research project in-house must select an external supplier for one or more phases of the project. When deciding on criteria for selecting an outsider supplier, a firm should ask itself why it is seeking outside the marketing research support. For example, a small firm that needs one project investigate may find it economically efficient to employ an outside source. Next one is career in marketing research. Promising career opportunities are available with marketing research firm. Equally appealing are careers in business and non-business firms and agencies with in-house marketing research department. Advertising agencies also conduct substantial marketing research and employ professionals in the field. Next one, the role of marketing research in MIS and DSS. A marketing information system, or MIS, is formalized set procedures for generating, analyzing, storing, and distributing information to marketing decisions makers on an ongoing basis. And the decision support system, or DSS, enable decision makers to interact directly with database and analysis model. And the way this information can be used by the decision maker. This is because the information is rigidly structured and cannot be easily manipulated. And the last one is ethics in marketing research. Marketing research has often been described as having four stakeholders. The first one, the marketing researchers, two, the client, three, the respondent, and the last one, the public. These stakeholders have certain responsibilities to one another and to the research project. Ethical issues arise when the interests of these stakeholders are in conflict and when one or more of the stakeholders are lacking their responsibilities. For example, if the researcher do not follow appropriate marketing research procedure, or if the client misrepresents the findings in the company's advertising, ethical norms are violated.
And I will continue our presentations about Chapter 2 from Malhotra book, defining the marketing research problem and developing an approach. First, importance of defining the problem. Every step in marketing research is important, but the problem definitions is most important. If the problem defined clearly, so the research can be done correctly. Second, the process of defining problem and developing an approach. First, discuss with decision maker or DM. Second, interview with the industry expert. Third, analyzing secondary data, and the last is qualitative research. Next, environmental context of the problem. To understand the background of marketing research, the researcher must be understand the client company. Researcher must be analyze factors that have an impact on marketing research include first, past information and forecast, second, objective, third, resources and constraint, fourth, buyer behavior, fifth, the legal environment, sixth, economy environment, and the last is marketing and technology skills.
Management discussion problem and marketing research problem. The issue of management discussion problem is ask what DM should do, and the problem of marketing research is ask what information needed and how it can be obtained. Research can provide the information needed to make a decision. And then next to part E, defining the marketing research problem. General requirements that can follow to define marketing research problem are allow the researchers to get all the information needed, and then supervise the work of developing marketing strategy for brand, and then the company's competitive position, and the last one is improvising the company's image. Okay, next to part F, component of the approach. Objective or theoretical framework. In general, research must be based on objective evidence and support by theory. And then, what is theory? Theory is a conceptual scheme based on a basic statement called axioms, which are assumed to be true. Next to step 2, analytical model. Analytical models are a set of variables and their interrelationship that are designed to represent, in whole or in a part, some original system or process. Analytical models are divided into two names. The first name is namely graph model, and the second name is namely mathematical model. Okay, next to step 3. Research question. Research questions are statements that are omitted from specific component of the problem. And then the last one is hypothesis. Hypotheses are statements that have not been proven or postulate about factors or phenomena that are of interest of researchers. Hypotheses are an important part of the approach to the problem. Important, okay? And then next to the last part, G, ethic in marketing research. Ethical problems arise even in the process of defining the problem and developing a compromise approach by the personal problem of DM researchers. This process is effective when the DM is not objective. DM's obligation to be frank and open to researchers about all relevant information will result in an exact definition of marketing research problem.
With me, we will continue on Chapter 3. Chapter 3 about research design. Definition. A research design is a framework or blueprint for conducting the marketing research project. It details the procedure necessary for obtaining the information needed to structure or solve marketing research problems. Okay, next. Classification. Research design may be broadly classified as exploratory or conclusive. The difference between exploratory and conclusive research is summarized in Table 3.1. The main objective of exploratory research is to provide insight into and understanding of the problems facing researchers. You can see Table 3.1. This you can see under research design, there are exploratory research design and conclusive research design. Under conclusive research design, there are descriptive research, causal research. Under descriptive research, there are cross-sectional designs and longitudinal designs. Under cross-sectional design, there are single cross-sectional design and multi cross-sectional design. Okay, next, exploration research. The purpose of exploratory research is to explore or look for problems or situations to provide insight and understanding. Exploration research can be used for the following purpose. 1. Formulate the problem or define the problem more precisely. 2. Identification of alternative actions. 3. Develop a hypothesis. 4. Isolate key variables and racial relationship for further examination. 5. Get insights to develop approach to problems. 6. Establish priorities for further research. Okay, next, descriptive research. The main purpose of descriptive research is to describe something, usually market characteristic or functions. Descriptive research is carried out for the following reasons. 1. To describe. 2. To estimate. 3. To determine the perception. 4. To determine the extent. 5. To make specific predictions. Okay, next. Cross-sectional design. Cross-sectional studies are the descriptive design most often used in marketing research. The cross-sectional design involves gathering information from a given population sample given only once. Okay, next, descriptive research. The main purpose of descriptive research is to describe something, usually market characteristic or functions. Descriptive research is carried out for the following reasons. Okay, next, longitudinal design. In longitudinal design, fixed samples of population elements are measured repeatedly on the same variable. Longitudinal design differ from cross-sectional designs because the sample or sample remains the same over time. Longitudinal studies provide a series of images that provide an in-depth look at situations and changes that occur over time. Okay, next, relative advantages and disadvantages of longitudinal and cross-sectional design. The main advantage of a longitudinal design over a cross-sectional design is the ability to detect change at the individual level, that is, for individual respondents. This is possible because of repeat measurement of the same variable in the same sample. The main disadvantage of panels is that they may not be representative. Okay, next, you can see non-representativeness may arise because of refusal to corporate mortality and payment. Okay, next, causal research. Causal research is used to obtain evidence of cause and effect relationship. Causal research is appropriate for the following purpose. 1. To understand which variables are the cause and which variables are the effect of a phenomena. 2. To determine the nature of the relationship between the causal variables and the effect to be predicted. Okay, next, relationship among exploratory, descriptive, and causal research. Okay, there one, when little is known about the problem situation, it is desirable to begin with exploratory research. 2. At all, is not necessary to begin every research design with exploratory research. 3. At exploratory research is the initial step in the overall research design framework. 4. Although exploratory research is generally the initial step, it need to be. Okay, next, there's potential source of error. Several potential sources of error can affect a research design. Total error is the variation between the true average value in the population of the interest variable and the observed average value obtained in a marketing research project. Total error consists of random sampling errors and non-sample errors. Okay, next, 1. Random sampling error. Random sampling error occurs because the particular sample select is an imperfect representation of the population of interest. Random sampling error is the variation between the true mean value for the population and the true mean value for the original sample. Okay, next, non-sampling error. Non-sampling error can be attributed. Next, non-sampling error. Non-sampling error can be attributed to source other than sampling, and they may be random or non-random. They result from a variety of reasons, including error in problem definition approach, scales, questionnaire design, interviewing methods, and data preparation and analysis. Okay, next you can see the table potential source of error in research design. Okay, next, budgeting and scheduling the project. Once a research design appropriately controlling the total error has been specified, the budgeting and scheduling decisions should be made. Budgeting and scheduling help to ensure that the marketing research project is complete within the available research, financial, time, personnel, and other. Useful approach for managing a project is the critical path method (CPM), which involves dividing the research project into component activities, determine the sequence of these activities, and estimating the time required for each activity. Okay, next, marketing research proposal. Once the research design has been formulated and budgeting and scheduling of the project accomplished, a written research proposal should be prepared. The marketing research proposal contains the essence of the project and serves as contract between the researcher and management. Although the format of a research proposal may vary considerably, most proposals address all steps of the marketing research process and contain the following elements. Okay, you can see following the elements. 1. Executive summary. 2. Background. 3. Problem definition or objective of the research. 4. Approach to the problem. 5. Research design. 6. Field work or data collection. 7. Data analysis. 8. Reporting. 9. Cost and time. And last, appendice. Okay, next, international marketing research. While conducting international marketing research, it is important to realize that given the environmental difference, given the traditional culture, the wives are unlikely to participate freely in the presence of their husbands. It would be more useful to conduct one-on-one depth interviews, including both male and female heads of household in the sample. Last, ethics in marketing research. During the research design stage, not only are the concerns of the researcher and the client involved, but the rights of the respondents must also be respected. Although there usually isn't any direct contact between the respondent and the other stakeholders. During research design, this is the stage when discussion with ethical ramifications, such as using hidden video or audio tape recorders, are made.
I'm Marcella Dianti. Well, this is my part. Dirk Gibson, Chapter 1. Why does economics need statistics? First, marketing department. Second, product manufacturing priority. Third, preliminary experiments were conducted. Fourth, can be known what variables significantly affect the quantity of demand for a product. Fifth, production field. Sixth, the accounting field for adjustment related to prices. 7. The field of marketing. And 8. For management. Definition and classification of statistics. Definition of statistics. In general, statistics are methods used in data collection and analysis, so that useful information can be obtained. Statistic classification. Based on the activity carried out, known as descriptive statistics and statistical inference, while based on the method known as parametric statistics and non-parametric statistics. Descriptive statistics discusses ways of collection data, simplifying observational figure obtained, and measuring centralization and dissemination to obtain information that is more interesting, useful, and easier to understand. Statistical inference. Statistical inference methods are methods that are related to analysis as data to forecasting or drawing conclusion about the whole data. Parametric statistics require minimal scale measurement data interval. Non-parametric statistics provide a method for analyzing data whose distribution cannot be assumed to be normal. Population and sample. The population is the whole unit or individual within the scope of study. The sample frame is the entire list of individuals in the population and will be sampled to become units of analysis.
Now, I will answer and explain the question from Chapter 2 of the Dirk Gibson book. Let's do number 1. The question is, explain what is meant by data. Data is the amount of information that can give picture of a situation. Data is also a plural form of datum, which is information obtained from one observation unit. Data is very useful for the basis of decision making, especially in conditions of uncertainty. Okay, number 2, the question is, explain how we can get data about an event. Generally obtained through observation made by a group of individuals like people, goods, and services. The information obtained provides information, description, or fact about an issue in the form of categorical letters or numbers. And then number 3, the question is, explain what is meant by variables. Also give example of variable in everyday life. Variables are character or attribute of a group of objects that will be observed from the observation unit. For example, Father A has more wage than Father B. The wage of each person varies depending on the job he is carrying and the length of time they have worked. Of course, this can be research material because wage are their attribute. Variable can be divided into two based on whether or not round value. namely continuous variable and discrete variables. And then let's next to the number 4. Explain the type of database on their nature, search method of obtaining them, and time of collection, and give 5 examples each. First, from nature, there are qualitative and quantitative, and then the example is in qualitative, like company position, profession, work environment, someone's preference, and hospital comfort. And then in quantitative, the example is like stock price, weight, food price, profit. Okay. Next, from source, there are internal and external. Example in internal is number of employees, total production of goods, total capital, and employee data. And then example in external like laws, market price, competitor condition, dollar exchange rate, sales data for the same product in different company. And then see how to get. There are primary, secondary. In primary, the example is like interview questionnaire, interview, observation, focused on group discussion. And in secondary, the example is like books, journal, thesis, reports, and newspaper. And from collection time, there are time series and cross-section. In time series, the example like stock price, monthly product sales, book purchase in the new school years, and population data. And in cross-section, the example is income per capita, employee expenditure, demographic register, and anything.
Number 6. The number of new STIE IBII Jakarta students from 1990 to 1998 were 520, 500, 350, 250, 815, 950, 925, 900, 910, 935 people respectively. Arrange data in tabular form. The answer is 7. Explain the easiest way to distinguish interval measurement scale and ratio measurement scale. Also give example of the two measurement scale. And the answer is interval measurement scale does not have absolute zero, while ratio measurement has absolute zero value. For the following statement, determine the measurement scale. Tea plants in Cipanas Gunung Mas Plantation get uneven sunlight. The heaviest plant get the most irradiation, while the others get more irradiation because they are blocked by forest cover. The answer is the scale for this statement is the ordinal measurement scale.
So I will explain number 9 until number 16. So the systematic fault is more likely the gauged mistakes. The random mistakes occurs because our sample that we choose for the representation for our research is not perfect. So the measurement data fault is a variation between information that we search and the information that we generate from the field research. So number 10, from that situation, the problems that mostly occur is a random fault. Number 11, I will show you the formula table, the histogram, ogive, and polygon. And in number 12, I will show you the table, the mean, median, quartile, tree, and mode. In number 13, I will show you the table, the pie chart, polygon, the ogive, and the formula for mean, median, and mode. Okay, in the number 14, I will show you the histogram and stem chart, and you can see we can get a lot more of information from the stem chart. Number 15, from that case, I will choose the polygon. Okay, the last one, number 16. So a line grid is a rectangular diagram that have two tails on the two different faces. So from this diagram, we can conclude the distribution data is not equally.
And next 17, explain the use of pie chart. Make a pie chart for the data in question 13. Is the information obtained with the pie chart the same as the information generated in problem 13? The answer is a pie chart is a part based on numerical that allows you to show proportions in percentage. This graph is circular and makes it easy to see the data. According to the information obtained from the pie chart, it is the same as the data present in question number 13. Okay, next number 18. Following is the sales performance of PT GAU salesmen compared to the target set by the company in percent. From this data, make a grid line diagram. If you want to create a centering measure, that size of centering should you use in relation to the symmetry of the data distribution. The answer is a good centrality measure used in the symmetry of this data distribution is the median. You can see the data in here. Okay, next number 19. Make a histogram for the data in question 18. Compare the result with the leaf bar diagram. What is your comment? My answer is, in comparing the shape of the histogram and the leaf stem diagram, it is clear that the histogram has the advantage of being easier to understand than a leaf stem diagram. It is also difficult to arrange this diagram for the case of very sparse data, and also if the range is small, the use of this diagram is not quite right. Next, number 20. Make ogive for data on question number 18, both positive cumulative ogive and negative cumulative ogive. In this case, which gives more information? Okay, next 21. The result of the audit of the accountant section of the National Commercial Bank branch of Pekalongan on the credit side of all its customers provide the data shown in the following table. A. Complete the frequency distribution table above. B. Calculate the average amount of credit. From the credit distribution given, determine the credit rating the most received by customers. Okay, next number 22. From the following conditions, calculate the overall average. Determine which samples are the most diverse. Okay, you can see the formula. This. Next, number 23. A world food expert obtains data on mercury concentration From 8 food samples produced by PT Gegesa, the data obtained are this, you can see, and calculate the standard deviation range and CV. Okay, next number 24. When we have data information with a mean of 27 and the mean value obtained from 10 data, but in recording there are 2 data scared. If the 2 missing data are 3, the remaining data are A. What is the value of the missing data? B. What are the sample variants of the 10 data above? C. Look for indigo, Q1 media, and Q3. D. Look for range value. E. What are the mode number?
25. Following are the year of work of PT phone 11, 14, 20, 15, 16, 14, 18, age 9, 22, 12, 16, 6, age 12, 14, 4, 7, 3, 2, 15, 12, 11, age 10, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. On the basis of that data, look for it. A. Range. B. Variety of sample. C. Standard deviation. D. Coefficient of variation. The answer is range 22 mean 2 is 20. For B, variant together with sigma f in brackets x min x bar range 2 divided n min 1 together with 926,926 divided by 412 equals to 627,64. C. Standard deviation s together with the roots of s squared equal to the root of 627,624 equal with 8,224. D. K together with 6 of 7,64 divided 11,133 multiplied by 100% equal to 607,525. 26. For the table below, calculate the standard deviation of the group with data. Compare the result with the range values, which can show more realistic conditions. The answer is standard deviation, the same as the root of 1 divided by n min 1 of the sigma fi in the parameters xi min x bar square equal to the root of the divided 200 and 429 multiplied by 930 in parameters h 15 min 5 15,9 square of the same width. The root of the divide 204 covered 9 multiplied by 300 and 936,9 together with a comma 6. The range together 36 min 1 together 35. Even more realistic is the standard deviation. 27. The amount of savings 27. The amount of saving and the number of savers in free banks and mild banks are: A. Calculate the coefficient of variation of each bank. B. Which bank has a more equitable saving account? The answer is A. Variation coefficient of each other. S divided by X multiplied by 100% equal to 3,6 split 7,724 multiplied by 100% equal to 430,551%. For mild bank, S divided by X multiplied by 100% equal to the discharge of 527 divided by 6,524 multiplied by 100% equal to 524,528%. B. Banks with large savings are more evenly distributed. The smaller the CV value, the existing data form will get better. If the greater the CV value, the existing data form will be less good too. So, a more equitable bank is a free bank. 28. Accuracy in placing employees in accordance with their talents and abilities is an effort to improve employee and company productivity. A company wants to place an employee according to its talent. For the reason, special tests are carried out in 3 parts, namely marketing, production, and finance. The test result obtained will be compared with the average test results that have been done before, as shown in the table below. In your opinion, in which part should the employee be placed? The answer is production, because it has a value that is quite far from the group average and has a high standard deviation.
Number 429, we use formula, and the formula is Z is X bar min X divided S, and this there are part A until D. For the first part A, the answer is 1, and for the part B, the answer is 1, 2, and the answer for part C, min 1 or minus 1, and the answer for part D is X 1, 1. Next, for the number 30, and we use the formula to answer this question. The formula is Z is X bar min X divided S, and then we find the answer 12,05931. Of course, we should use formula for answer this number. The formula is 1 minus 1 over K is N over N, and we get the answer is 4 and 16. Okay, for the last, there are 2 parts, A and B. For part A, we use the formula. The formula is M plus minus X, and then we find the answer is 49,000 less than X less than 81,000. And then for the part B, we also use formula, and then the answer is 80,800.
Hello, I'm Yoandra and I will present it about how to analyze data using SPSS applications. First is how to analyze validity data. The first step is prepare statistical data to be analyzed. The second is arrange data in Microsoft Excel first to make it easier when you put it on SPSS. Next, open the SPSS applications and go to the variable view. Next, in the name column, you can put the variable on it, like here we use gender and education. Next, click the value column and the taskbar will be appear. Enter the value and label, like here I use code 1 for woman and code 2 for man. Next, return to the data view from variable view. Next, copy data that has been compiled in Excel, or put it manually if you didn't use Excel before. Then select analyze on the top menu of the applications, and then select correlate, then select bivariate. Then the taskbar will be appear, and move the data valuable from the left data column to the right data column. Then click OK and wait for some time, and later the analysis will be out. Next is reliability analysis. You can follow step by step from 1 through 9 like before, and after you click analyze in the top of the menu, you can select scale, and then you can select reliability analysis. Then the taskbar will be appear, and move the data from the left column to the right column like before, and then click OK. Just wait for some times, and the analysis will be out. Next, univariate analysis. Like before, you can follow step by step from 1 through 9, and then you can after you select analyze on the top of menu, you can select descriptive statistics and then select frequencies. Then the taskbar will be appear again. Move the data value from the left to the right like before, and then you click in the taskbar there is a chart menu on the right. Select a chart as needed. Here we use a histogram, and then click continue and OK. Wait just for some times, and the analysis will be out. And the last is bivariate. Like before, you can follow step by step from 1 through 9, and then after you select analyze in the top of the menu, you can select descriptive statistics, and then you select cross tabs. Then the taskbar will be appear again. Then you can move the data value from the left to the right like before. Click the statistic menu on the right, and then check the chi-square option, and then click continue and OK. Just wait for some times, and analyze will be out.
Okay, I think enough. Thank you so much.